Damn, that was actually pretty heartbreaking to watch. Like, actually, the fact that Shadow has to see the two people he loved the most disappear from his life again, and then the fact that he was actually like crying at the end. Man, that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, I pretty much gave my thoughts on the game already. It's really good. You should play it. Definitely worth the money. Definitely worth the hype. I mean, yeah, that's really all I gotta say. That final boss, I mean, it went on for too long, but that was just me being an idiot, guys. Other than, like, I think if I would have known that, I mean, the boss is actually pretty good, considering that it's not even supposed to be like a super shadow boss, you know? Although, kind of might as well be, because the Doom Wings make you fly, which is what super forms do, and it drains rings just like the super forms do, so might as well be. But I get why they did it, because it's like Sonic is collecting all the other Chaos Emeralds, so how could Shadow use all the Chaos Emeralds while Sonic's also collecting them, you know? But anyways, let's just skip. Oh, that was it? I thought we were gonna get a cutscene. Well, that's fine. Wait, maybe that's... Wait, maybe that's the point of this rocket here? $43, $20, $43. So that'll bring it up to 63, which means there's 17 more. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I could try to look around. See if I could find the gears, but I don't know. I wouldn't really hold out much hope, guys. Maybe. I don't know. But you know, I'll look for them right now, because I don't want to wrap this up just yet, or I don't want to end it just yet, because I do want to wrap things up, only because, well, we're actually officially done with the marathon, guys. Like, I can't believe, oh man, I can't believe we're actually here in this moment in time, considering that oh man. So yeah, this is something I created. So yeah, for those of you who probably weren't here when I first started this, damn it. What is this? Oh, activate the Doom Zone. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Wait, so I had 43. I had a total of 20 there, right? So that means I need a total of 60, and I already have like 45, so just 15 more to go. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm actually now officially done with the marathon that I set out to make 4 to 5 years ago. I don't remember exactly when I did it. I mean, I could just look it up on my YouTube and see when I posted it. Well, no, it had to have been 4 years, because I think I started posting them in 2021 during the pandemic. Which, I mean, that was on me. I really should have started doing that like before. Like the year before. Maybe I could have gotten a little bit more ahead, but yeah, you know, I know it's been a long time and whatnot, but I mean, something like you guys just should know is that I'm not like this isn't really my this isn't like my full-time job, or I wouldn't even call this a job. This is more like a passion project slash hobby of mine. You know, I wanted to create the YouTube channel to really just get a chance to play some of the games I loved growing up to like a wider audience. You know, maybe establish a bit of a community. But more than anything, just kind of like spread my love for video games to others and maybe help other people, you know, find games that they never heard of, never thought of playing or whatever. So I'm not really trying to become like an influencer or a YouTube star. And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to be. I mean, I've never really been sold on the whole fame thing. I just think like, I know a lot of people want to be like internet famous nowadays, you know, whether it be through TikTok or IG, whatever, YouTube, Twitch. Personally, not me. I mean, I've just never been a huge fan of like fame and whatnot. I just don't really see the appeal. I feel like it brings more issues than it does, I don't know, good stuff, I guess you could say. And I'm not really like the celebrity type. So, I mean, I don't really care. And, you know, I'm so thankful for everyone who's watched this since the beginning. Cause that is something that like I've noticed, which is you know, I think before I started the Sonic Marathon, I was what? I think I had really only been doing this for like a year or two, and like the only games I had really done on my channel were like a few Resident Evil games. I did Tomb Raider, and then like for any like very old fans out there, which I doubt, because I think at that time a lot of my fans were people I knew from high school, like the Metal Slug series. That was like the first franchise or game series I played on this channel. So let's see here. 48. Okay, there's like 2 more or 12 more. Let's see if I can find them. I'm really gonna have to scour this place. And that's the thing, I know they're just kind of being like the most random locations. So yeah, I mean, and I think before I also started this too, like I think I only had a total of like what? I think like 70 or 80 subscribers. And since I started doing the Sonic Marathon thing, it's gone up to 283 as of right now. So like just within the 5 years that I've been doing this, I've gained 80 subscribers. Now granted, you know, I'm gonna assume all these subscribers that I have. Oh, I forgot Subnautica. How could I forget Subnautica? That was another one I did. Oh, and Firewatch. I mean, yeah, I've done a couple of games while doing this, and that was really only because, you know, I kind of wanted to take a break since I was taking too long. But, you know, let's see here. Yeah, I'm on it, but I've mainly been focusing on Sonic, and I have noticed that. Yeah, I think a lot of my subscribers and like viewership are Sonic fans, because the videos that I've seen have the most views are Sonic videos. So, you know, I'm glad you guys love Sonic just as much as I do, because, you know, I'm gonna get a little personal here, guys, and kind of get a little candid. I think I kind of already talked a little bit about my personal story, but you know, I'm glad I did this marathon. I mean, originally the whole point was to celebrate Sonic's 30th anniversary, which at that time was a really big deal. I mean, Frontiers was announced and around the corner and whatnot. But, you know, and like the movies had just come out too. But, you know, this was a time where, like, right before Frontiers too, and like only the first Sonic movie had been out, people were really just wondering if the Sonic franchise was gonna keep moving on. And even Sonic Team and Sega were wondering if that was gonna be the case. And I have seen a lot of like Sonic YouTubers and other people who are Sonic fans who have like said that they're no longer Sonic fans anymore because, I mean, it was just getting really hard for them to really support the franchise, the series that they loved so much growing up. Because, I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, for so long, like Sonic fans really just had it hard. It's just been really difficult. A lot of mediocre games. You know, Sonic not really being as popular as he once was. Often being seen as a bit of a laughing stock in the gaming community. And you know, like a lot of people have also kind of like, I guess, grown out of Sonic. You know, fair enough. You know, they've gone on to play other games. And you know, to each their own. And I will admit, I mean, I have had a couple of my moments like that too, right? Where I'm like, do I really, am I really still a Sonic fan? Like, do I really want to do I really want to stick by this franchise that you know, has really just struggled to reach the successes of its past? But, you know, out of my way. Yeah, you know, I had those moments, especially growing up. I mean, growing up, I was a huge Sonic fan. I used to pretend that I was Sonic, and like with my sister and my cousins, we would each pretend we were like Sonic characters, right? And we would kind of go on our own adventures and whatnot. And I always just loved Sonic when I was little. I mean, I think I had said it was my stepdad that introduced me to Sonic, because he was a Sega fanboy when he was like younger, and because of that, like, you know, kind of like Nintendo fanboys by default are like often Mario fans. Like, I think it's the same thing with Sega. And yeah, Sonic, like the classic Sonic the Hedgehog game, the Genesis one, I think was one of the first video games I ever played in my life, and I loved it. I mean, from the moment I saw it, I loved it so much so that my stepdad gave me his old like Dreamcast that had like the classic Sonic game on it, and I played it, and ever since then, like, it's just kind of been history. And then, you know, I got my GameCube when I was like I think 7, after my sister destroyed my PlayStation. But it's actually thanks to the GameCube that I got a chance to play a lot of Sonic games, because I don't think I actually owned a single Sonic game on the PlayStation 2. I think the only two being Sonic Rider Zero Gravity and what's the other one? Sonic Unleashed. But those are games that I got much later on, and those are games that I got after I got my GameCube, because after I got my GameCube, I think like another 2 years after, one of my cousins gave me his PlayStation because he didn't play it anymore, so he gave it to me. But my GameCube, I swear, like I think I still have my GameCube games lying around, and it's just full of Sonic games. Like that, the GameCube is where I played both Sonic Adventure titles, but yeah, I played both Sonic Adventure titles. I had the Mega Collection, which is how I was able to end up playing all the classic games. I had Sonic Riders, I had Sonic Heroes. I think I had every Sonic game you could own on the GameCube. Well, except the Gems collection, I guess, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, I mean, Sonic was really my comfort character growing up. And, you know, unfortunately, when I reached middle school, I really kind of got a bit bullied out of liking Sonic because, you know, I mean, middle school is tough, guys. You get judged for everything. And, you know, like at that point I was a huge Sonic fan. It was like no secret. Everyone knew me as like the Sonic kid and whatnot. And like they would always used to make fun of me, and I think some people even criticized me because they're like, oh, well, like why don't you play some real games, you know, like Halo or something. And I mean, I will admit it is because of that where I did end up playing a few more games that like now that I love. Like I think, for example, Call of Duty. It was around middle school where I really got into Call of Duty. I never really got into Halo because, as I said before, I never played Xbox. But yeah, like games like that, you know, I played them. And yeah, for most of middle school and like maybe like freshman year of high school, I just really avoided Sonic. Although to be fair, that was around the time when Sonic was also going through a bit of a stump because yeah, like late middle school, early high school, the games that were out at that time were Sonic Lost World, Boom, and whatnot. And yeah, I was like basically like going through high school at that time. So when those games came out, you know, it was kind of a little easy for me to just move on from Sonic because I was like, yeah, I don't really like this. I don't really like these games. And you know, I just kind of, you know, went on to be a teenager. And don't get me wrong, I still did play Sonic from time to time, like the old Sonic games, right? But it's just, I just really wasn't playing it as much, and I just really wasn't, like, I guess indulging a lot of Sonic content as I used to. I mean, I did find a couple like the YouTubers on YouTube that used to do like those cool Sonic videos and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I really did get bullied out of liking Sonic for a while. But, you know, I mean, I was a teenager at that time, and, you know, as a teenager, a lot of people are just concerned with fitting in and being cool and whatnot. But it wasn't until, so see, then what reinvigorated my love and passion for Sonic was the 25th anniversary, which was the announcement of Sonic Forces and Mania, because I mean, I was really hyped for those games. I mean, Mania being basically a anniversary title for the classic games, and then Forces, I mean, I'm telling you, you should have just seen the hype behind that game when the first trailer came out. It looked really promising. I mean, unfortunately, Forces came out and ended up being what it ended up being. But you know, Mania was still good, and you know, I loved it enough where I paid extra money to get the collector's edition of Mania, and I still do have that. I think that's like the only collector's edition of a game I've ever bought. And I'm glad it's yeah, I'm glad it's a Sonic game the Sonic game was the first time I did that, you know? What else is there? I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I mean, despite Forces being what it came out to be, I still, you know, by that time, I was slowly getting back into liking Sonic again. And by then, I was already finishing up high school, becoming an adult. And I think after that, I just went back to embracing Sonic as a franchise again, because I was out of high school, you know, and now that I was an adult, I realized, you know what? Why do I care what other people think? You know, you're never gonna please everyone. People are gonna judge you for what you like. So if people are gonna judge you no matter what, like why care? And a lot of the people who judged me, like, I mean, I was never really friends with them. I don't really talk to them now, like, and yet here I am, just doing me, being a Sonic fan, a very happy Sonic fan, and I haven't looked back since. And yeah, I mean, really, I guess basically ever since high school, or ever since the end of high school, I found my love for Sonic again. You know, I even went as far to play Lost World for this, and I gotta say, like, I mean, it's not the best game. I still think it has its issues, but it's not that bad. Boom, on the other hand, I don't know if I'll ever play that, guys. Like, I contemplated it, but I don't know, maybe I should make you guys, like, I don't know, maybe like a subscriber goal or whatever. Like, if I get, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers, like, I'll play Sonic Boom as a reward for, or yeah, I guess kind of to like incentivize you guys to like subscribe and whatnot. I mean, I don't know. I'll think about it. Don't take my word on it. I don't know if I'll do it yet, but maybe I'll consider it if you guys really want me to play Boom, like the Boom games. Was it Rise of Lyric? I don't know if I should play the DS ones or the 3DS ones. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, I mean, basically after high school, I mean, you know, and then after those two games, Sonic franchise kind of went quiet again. The only other main game we got after that was Team Sonic Racing, which was alright. I mean, I played it for the PS4. I never finished it. It was whatever. I mean, it's no Mario Kart, honestly. And that's the thing too. I would even say like Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing was much better than Team Sonic Racing, so I just kind of think that's crazy, but whatever. Damn it. Yeah, and then since then, I mean, things had just been pretty good as a Sonic fan. Well, I mean, then there's a whole movie fiasco too, which I will say, when the movie first came out, or when they first announced it, I was not excited for it at all, which is crazy, because young me would have dreamed of watching the Sonic movie, but by then, you know, I was older and more skeptical and to the world and whatnot, and I was like, do we really need a Sonic movie? Because I saw video game movies just don't tend to do good, and then like a Sonic movie, I just don't know how they would get it to work. And then you also got the god-awful design, and even after they redesigned it, I was like, you know what, I'm glad they listened, but I still don't think the movie's gonna do that good. And then I was blown away when it was. And I mean, hell, now we already have 3 movies from there. They're all really good. The fact that people make memes of the fact that the Sonic movies are able to draw in like so many like so much star power when it comes to actors, because like I never would have pictured Idris Elba, Jim Carrey, who else? Keanu Reeves being in a Sonic movie, and yet like here we are. And yeah, after the Sonic 3 movie, they're already talking about essentially creating a cinematic universe for Sonic, kind of like what Marvel did. And I gotta say, I never would have pictured Sonic, of all franchises, to be the one to do it, you know? I know like video game adaptations have gotten better over the years, especially recently, but I think Sonic the Hedgehog was really one of the first to really kind of make game adaptations good and show people that video game movies can be good. Cause you got all these other projects like The Last of Us, what's the other one? Fallout, Arcane, and whatnot. But keep in mind, these are all projects that came out after the first Sonic movie. Oh, and same thing with the Mario movie. I mean, say what you will about Mario, like the movie being better or whatever, but it really was thanks to Sonic that the Mario movie ended up being good. Because keep in mind, I remember Nintendo already tried to make a Mario movie once and it flopped so badly. So I mean, yeah, I just never would have thought, and here we are. These past few years have been really good as a Sonic. It has been really good to be a Sonic fan with the Symphony, all these like YouTube, like animated shorts that we get, like with the Knuckles, the Sonic Colors one, the Shadow Dark Beginnings, which I still haven't watched, and I need to watch it. How do I get over there? There we go. Oh, there's another gear. Oh, there's 2 gear pieces here. Last way. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so it really has been good. And then this past year, the year of Shadow, it really showed me just how popular Sonic really has become. And wait, I just realized I can use Doom Wings, can I?
Unleash the power.
There we go. Anything else? I need 5 more. Let's see if I can find them right now before I finish up my thoughts. Let's see. You know what? Even if I don't find them before I finish my thoughts, I'll definitely, like, you know, show you guys. Maybe if I find them off camera, I'll show you guys what that rocket does, because I'm really curious.
Chaos control.
Oh, why did I do that? So yeah, these past few years has been really good to be a Sonic fan, and you know, I just really kind of wanted to share my story a bit as to like what Sonic means to me as a fan. And yeah, you know, it sucks that some fans have kind of like either grown out of it or like to them, because yeah, you know, there's some Sonic fans that they still don't think Sonic is all that good, which, you know, fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but I have been really impressed, especially these past few games I've played. I mean, Frontiers is really good. Sonic and Shadow Generations is really good. Sonic Superstars, you know, it does have a few issues, but it's still a pretty good game. I mean, it's not Sonic 06 or anything like that, or Sonic Boom. So yeah, like the game Sonic, the past few Sonic games have been pretty good, and I think, you know, after this one, and now with Crossroads coming out, and people have been saying, like the people who've had a chance to play the beta, the closed beta of the game, people are saying that it's a really good race, like kart racer, which is, that's nice to hear, because every time Sonic has done kart racing, every game has pretty much been like second to Mario Kart, but people are saying that this game might actually give Mario Kart a run for its money, which, you know, it makes me happy to hear that. That means it has to be really good, because Mario Kart is it's a really good game. I think like everyone and their mother has played Mario Kart, and it just shows you how crazy it is, because if you look at all the famous racing franchises in the of all time, Mario Kart is #1. Just keep that in mind. Racing franchises, you know, games that have like more actual, I guess you could say, realistic racing is #1. The second is Need for Speed, which is also a really big, if not the biggest racing franchise ever. So the fact that Mario Kart is better than Need for Speed, I think that says a lot. So yeah, I mean, it just really seems like there's hope for the Sonic franchise now going forward. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, if you guys haven't heard, for those of you who probably haven't heard, Sega team, or Sonic team, did say that Frontiers basically, the success of Frontiers basically saved them, because I think morale there was at an all-time low and whatnot. And I had heard that before too. Like, I had heard that Sega was, after like Forces and whatnot, Sega had really just questioned if they should even continue making Sonic, because it hasn't really been popular in forever, especially in Japan. But that they noticed that Sonic had a much bigger audience in over here in the West, and they decided to focus on appealing to those fans instead. So that's exactly what they did, starting with Frontiers. That's why Ian Flynn started writing the stories for these games, right? And yeah, I mean, even like the Sonic movies, I heard that the Sonic movies aren't really that popular. Yeah, they really aren't all that popular outside of Japan, or in Japan. But I think that just shows you, you know, I guess Sonic just really isn't popular in Japan, and even though Sega is a Japanese company, their fan base is in another part of the world. They should focus there, and it looks like that's what they're doing. I'm glad that's what they're doing. You know, I just do think as a Sonic fan, I have really been eating good these past few years, and I do have hope for the future now. You know, maybe 10 years ago I would have said, you know what, probably not. But I do have hope, and you know, I'm older now, and I embrace my Sonic, my love and passion for this franchise. Like, I don't really care what anyone says. I didn't care that, you know, I went to the Frontier, or to the Sonic Symphony, or not the Symphony, the cafe, and a lot of the fans in the or a lot of the customers in the cafe were families taking their kids, and I don't care if, like, you know, like, I'm part of a franchise that could be considered childish. It has its fans, you know. I was once a kid, and I love this franchise, and I think those days of me just kind of like being ashamed of being a Sonic fan, whether it be because it's too childish, or you know, it's a laughing stock because the games haven't been good or anything like that, are over, you know. And I don't think I'll ever become those people who, you know, those Sonic fans that have kind of grown out of the franchise. Like I said, no judgment to them. Everyone's entitled to do what they want. and you know, everyone has their own feelings and relationships towards the franchise. Me, I just think this is a franchise I will always continue to love and support until the day I die, or until until the day I die, or the Sonic franchise comes to an end, which I kind of hope it doesn't in my lifetime. I mean, I don't think Mario's going to come to an end in my lifetime, so why should Sonic, right? Or other franchises too, like Halo. Well, who knows? For sure not Call of Duty. But, you know, thank you guys for listening. If you guys are still here and you took the time to listen to all that, like, I really appreciate it. You know, you guys really didn't have to watch this. I just really wanted to share my story, what Sonic meant to me, and what part of the reason why I felt why I decided to make this marathon in the first place, you know, because I just really wanted to show my love for this franchise to other people, and to hopefully maybe see if I can get some new convert some new fans. I doubt it, but you know, Sonic is a good franchise, and you know, playing the marathon, starting from like the very beginning of Sonic to where we're at now, it was just nice to see the history, you know, because I grew up playing pretty much all these games, so it was also nice to see just the history that Sonic has had, and seeing like all the games that we've had and whatnot. And yeah, it's really nice. Like, definitely am gonna replay those games from time to time and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching and sticking through my hectic schedule. I know it's been crazy. Like I said, I'm not doing this full time. I'm not even doing this as a job. It's more of a passion thing. And these past 5 years it's just been crazy. A lot has gone on. Like, a lot of personal things have happened. I've been like working different jobs, and I even worked full time for a little while. You know, I've been going to school. You know, like at the beginning of the marathon, I was in community college. Now I'm at a university. So it's just been a lot, guys. It really has been a lot. So that's why, like, sorry that this really took long. Originally, I anticipated all of this to take 1 year. But yeah, I really screwed that up. But I have learned a lot since. Like, I think I'm definitely gonna, after this, I have learned a lot of lessons how to like run the YouTube channel. So these are things that I'm really gonna take into consideration now, now that I continue moving forward. So now that I am done with the Sonic Marathon, what does this mean? So I do want to tell you guys, I know a lot of you guys are probably most likely Sonic fans, but I think after this, yeah, I'm gonna take a break from doing Sonic, because of all the games, since like the majority of the games I've done on this channel are Sonic games. I think like what, maybe like 80 to 90% of my videos here are Sonic. You guys, I wouldn't blame you if you guys think I'm like a Sonic tuber, but I don't want to be a Sonic tuber. I just want to be like just a guy who does gaming on YouTube. Maybe I might consider doing streaming in the future, but it depends. I'd like to get a little bit more of a fan base. That way, I don't stream to like just one person. I mean, I don't want to stream to like I'm not expecting streaming to like 500 people either. But I don't know, maybe at least like 10 to 20 consistent viewers every time I stream would be nice. That way, like, you know, I'm talking to a group of people instead of just like one person. Although I will appreciate the one person who'll stop by regardless of. I see you, don't worry. But yeah, I don't want to be a Sonic tuber, guys, and you know, and I hope that doesn't bum out any of you guys who like really only want to be here for the Sonic stuff. It's just that I want to play other games too, you know? I do like playing other games. And right now I've been thinking like which games I want to do next, and there's a lot of games I really want to do. Especially like Resident Evil. Like I really want to play Resident Evil 4 cuz like the original one, because I want to play the remake. So I would like to get back to playing Resident Evil on this channel. And just doing other franchises that I love too. I won't really get into like those franchises right now, because I'd rather just kind of like unveil them to you as I go. But you know, if for those of you guys who like really only started watching this because of Sonic, like, you know, you guys are free to do whatever you want. If you just only want to if you guys only want to watch Sonic, my Sonic content, like go ahead. But I urge you guys, please, like check out my other stuff. I check my channel. I frequently check my channel to see like what videos are getting views and whatnot, and most of them are Sonic views or Sonic videos. Yeah, most of them are Sonic videos, so it does kind of. So it is nice to see that, but it does kind of make me a bit sad that my other videos don't really get watched. The only other one I really see get watched a lot is Subnautica. That's outside of the Sonic videos, but I feel like my Resident Evil videos don't really get like a lot of views. And yeah, like for sure my Metal Slug and Tomb Raider videos barely get any views, although to be fair, I don't blame you for those. Those were like my earliest videos, and yeah, the quality isn't all that good and whatnot, and I was still like pretty brand new to making YouTube videos, so I don't know. I might consider just redoing those now that I've kind of grown a bit. And yeah, I mean, I think I had mentioned before that I like, if you watch all the videos in my marathon for Sonic, you really see how much I've grown since like the first Sonic the Hedgehog video to now. So I have really grown a lot since then, guys, and you know, I hope to continue to grow. And yeah, I mean, this isn't the end for Sonic videos though, don't get me wrong. I know next year is going to be the 35th anniversary. I was originally planning on doing a second marathon where I play like all the spin-off games that I didn't get to and whatnot, but I think I'm not going to do that, just because, I mean, I spent like 4 years doing this, guys. I don't really want to spend another like 2 or 3 years doing this, and to be honest, I don't know if I really want to play all the spin-off games like right away. I will play them, don't get me wrong, I will, but maybe not back to back, you know? So if you're all like, oh, but you missed this game or you missed that game, yeah, don't worry, I'll eventually get to it. Like, I did originally want to play Sonic the Hedgehog 4, but, you know, I was like, this is a spin-off game and it's not even all that good. And I know it's short, but you know what, because it's short, I could do it some other time. I could figure it out, you know? So I will get to those, and now that I'm not trapped, now that I'm not confined to the marathon, well, yeah, now that I'm not doing the marathon, like anytime new Sonic games come out, you guys can bet your ass that I am gonna play those. So when Sonic Crossworlds comes out, I'm definitely playing that. So look out for that, guys. And you know, another thing, especially now that I have a PC, something I've really been wanting to do is play Sonic fan games. I mean, the Sonic fan games is just the whole side of the Sonic community that we really haven't gotten a chance to see. You know, when I played Sonic 06, I really wanted to play PO6, but you know, PO6 is still incomplete, so that's why I chose to struggle through emulating Sonic 06, even though it was a pain in the ass. But Like, that is one game I want to check out, and there are other Sonic fan games that I have played that I definitely want to check out and do on my channel as well. So I'm not gonna be, it's not like I'm done doing Sonic content. I will keep doing it. After all, I did just go on a long spiel about how Sonic is my favorite franchise of all time. So yeah, so in other words, yeah, just I'll keep doing Sonic content for those Sonic fans that just only want Sonic content. I will keep doing them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie. If I could get Sonic Unleashed on the PC, I'll definitely just I might just consider redoing my playthrough of Sonic Unleashed from the marathon for that. That way you can enjoy the beauty that is Sonic Unleashed. So yeah, I mean, you guys gotta remember, Sonic Unleashed is the best Sonic game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I will keep doing Sonic content, guys. Don't worry, for those of you who don't want to watch anything else. But for others, you know, please, like, I really do anticipate after this, like, the videos I post afterwards, my viewership is going to go down. That's fine. Like I said, I'm not really doing this for the views or for the fame, but it just would be nice to just see a lot of people watching my videos interested in other games that I play, you know? Which, yeah, I think my most popular Sonic video, or my most popular video is like a Sonic video. I think it's Heroes, and one of them has like, I think like close to 10,000 views, which I gotta say, thank you guys for that. I really appreciate that. Even though like it's only like a few videos that reached the thousands, and everything else is like in the tens or even like the hundreds. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of those views might be bots or, you know, whatever, but nonetheless, I still appreciate it. I should really just stop talking now, huh? Because I think at this point this video will be like an hour of me just rambling and yapping. So, but yeah, I mean, if you guys really watched through it all, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, thank you for watching the Sonic Marathon. I mean, it's been a hell of a blast. You know, be on the lookout for my other videos, other Sonic videos, other gaming videos, you know. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing whatever new Sonic games come out in the future, as well as any fan games that come out, and some other spin-off games. And that is something I do want to tell you guys. So, as a Sonic fan, you know, if there's some of you guys who are looking for good Sonic fan games or mods or whatever, you can count on me to like find those for you. So that is something that I'm gonna keep on doing with Sonic, with this channel in terms of Sonic. Play fan games and whatnot for those of you who, like, you know, you want to play good Sonic games but you don't know where to look or whatnot. Like, you guys could count on me to do that in the future. So I'll definitely do that. Maybe not anytime soon, because like I said, I do want to take a bit of a break from Sonic. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And I mean, I think that's really all I have to say. So yeah, I know I couldn't find the other five like parts. I'll find them. I'll probably just find them off camera, because I swear I've been looking around this whole map and I just can't seem to find them. They're probably going to be like in really hard spots, so I'm gonna have to look up a guide or something like that. I don't know, but don't worry, like when I find them, I will just like probably add it to the end of this video, because maybe if it's a cutscene or something like that, it probably won't take long. So I'll just, like, you know, add it to the end of this video. That way you guys can see it. But anyways, yeah, I mean, thank you guys for watching. Wait, before I go though, something that just came to mind though. I really do want to say thank you guys though, and thank you to all the Sonic fans here too, because you know, going back to that video thing, my most viewed video, it's crazy because before the Sonic marathon, my most viewed video was well, it was a SpongeBob. It was a SpongeBob video. I don't know why that one in particular was popular, but it was. And then before that was a Resident Evil one, which I think it only had that name, or it was only popular because of the title I gave it. For those of you who know, you know. But yeah, now it's become Sonic, and yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot of subscribers since then. I know I'm repeating myself, guys, but like, believe me, I just really do like to show appreciation to those who I really appreciate, right? So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, I mean it with the most sincerity in the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through the Sonic marathon. I mean, given the situation, it really was quite a marathon, huh, guys? And yeah, you know, be on the lookout for my other videos, and yeah, hopefully you guys watch them. Like, and if you don't, that's cool too. But I urge you guys, please watch any videos I have like after this that aren't Sonic. For those of you guys who may only be Sonic fans, yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get a comment where someone's gonna be like, "Oh man, you sound so desperate saying this." You know what? I don't really care. You know, people are gonna hate. I've already gotten a couple like passive aggressive, like negative comments, and you know, I don't really care what they have to say. People on the internet are gonna hate. If you're gonna be putting stuff on the internet, you have to have thick skin. I have very thick skin. Like I said, I got bullied a lot when I was in middle school for liking Sonic, so I can handle anything that people have to say. So if people are just gonna, you know, talk shit in the comments or whatever, whatever. I mean, for those of you listening who, you know, do that, like, go ahead, do it. If you're gonna expect some kind of like reaction from me, I mean, you're not really gonna get much, and yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you. I mean, to me, haters are just like white noise to me at this point. So, all right, this time I am definitely done. Oh, before I go though, I do want to show you guys the collection room real quick. So, see, this is where you can see all the stuff like Shadow's history. I'm not really gonna show anything here, guys. Well, maybe, but yeah, just like Sonic Generations. So this is where you see all the cool stuff, and then I even got all the posts. I think I got all the posters from, yeah, I got all the posters from Tokyo. So all right, oh, I'm definitely gonna read that in my free time. But anyways, once again, thank you everyone for watching. This was Sonic X Shadow Generations, the newest Sonic game so far in the series. Definitely recommend it. Thank you for coming with me on this journey through the history of Sonic. And yeah, I mean, this is far from the end, guys. You know, this is just the end of one chapter, another chapter opening in terms of this channel, and this isn't the end for the Sonic content here, although it will be a while before I go back to it because I'm just going to take a break. But thank you guys, and you know, hopefully you guys tune in for the next game I got that I'll play on the channel. So look forward to that, and I'll see you guys then. And once again, thank you all very much for watching. Alright guys, as I promised, so I was able to get the remaining machine parts, so let's go ahead and see what happens when we give them to Orbot and Cubot.
Wow!
Excellent.
Party!
Ah.
All right! Wow!
Wait, so
Yes.
I give it to them by in 20? Okay. Or in quantities of 20?
Yep!
Ah. Excellent.
Slicky Island. Alright, here we go. Let's give them the last of the machine parts.
Wow!
Excellent.
Nice.
Yep!
Sorry, no.
Wait. All that just for a clock? What?
Ah.
That is crazy. Well, hey, at least now you guys know what happens when you get all the machine parts, so I hope you guys enjoyed.